Chapter 4. The Discipline of Desire. Most people spend their lives chasing money, approval, status, and comfort. They believe that happiness lies somewhere in the future, hidden behind the next achievement or the next possession. Yet desire is a strange master. The more you feed it, the hungrier it becomes. The Stoics understood this truth deeply. They knew that freedom is not gained by possessing everything you want. Freedom is gained by wanting less. Epictetus, who was born a slave, possessed very little. Yet he taught that no man is free if he is not master of himself. You may own a palace and still be a prisoner of your fears. You may possess wealth beyond imagination and still live in poverty of spirit. Look around you. Modern society encourages endless consumption. Every advertisement whispers the same message. You are incomplete. You need more success, more recognition, more possessions. But the Stoic asks a different question. What if I already have enough? Contentment is not laziness. It is not the abandonment of ambition. It is the understanding that your peace should never depend on external rewards. A person who requires little cannot easily be manipulated. They cannot be threatened with loss because they have already learned to live with simplicity. They cannot be enslaved by luxury because they understand that happiness comes from within. Practice voluntary discomfort from time to time. Sleep on a hard bed. Take a cold shower. Walk instead of driving. Eat simple meals. Not because suffering is noble, but because comfort should never become a necessity. For when fate inevitably changes, and life strips away the things you thought you needed, you will discover something remarkable. You still remain, and that is enough. Chapter 5. Memento mori. One day, you will die. These words are uncomfortable. Society avoids them. We distract ourselves with entertainment and endless activity because we fear silence, and in silence, we hear the truth. But the Stoics did not fear death. They remembered it daily. Memento mori. Remember that you must die. This was not a message of despair. It was a reminder to truly live. Imagine that an invisible hourglass follows you everywhere. Grain by grain, your time slips away. No amount of wealth can buy a single second once it is gone. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, what you say, and what you think. How many arguments would suddenly seem meaningless? How many grudges would lose their power? How many dreams would you stop postponing? Death is not the enemy. Wasting life is. The awareness of mortality sharpens our priorities. It teaches us to appreciate ordinary moments. The sound of rain against the window, the laughter of a child, a quiet evening with someone you love. These moments are precious precisely because they are temporary. Flowers are beautiful because they wither. Sunsets are breathtaking because they end. Life itself is valuable because it is finite. Do not fear the end. Fear never truly beginning. Chapter 6. The Power of Silence. We live in a world that rewards noise. Everyone wants to speak. Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to win arguments, but wisdom often arrives quietly. The Stoics believe that silence is strength. Not every insult deserves a response. Not every criticism requires defense. Not every battle is worth fighting. When someone provokes you, remember that their words reveal their character, not yours. A calm mind is difficult to disturb. An angry person may shout. A wise person observes. There is immense power in refusing to react impulsively, for reaction is easy. Reflection is difficult. Before speaking, ask yourself 3 questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Many conflicts would disappear if humanity simply mastered these 3 gates. The strongest person in the room is not always the loudest. Sometimes strength looks like patience. Sometimes strength looks like restraint. Sometimes strength looks like silence, and silence often speaks louder than words. Chapter 7. The Virtue of Courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. Even the bravest souls experience fear. Courage is acting despite it. Seneca once said that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Think about how many nights have been lost worrying about things that never happened. How many opportunities have been missed because of fear. Fear of failure, fear of embarrassment, fear of rejection, fear of uncertainty. But life itself is uncertain. And no one has ever escaped risk. The Stoic does not demand certainty before taking action. They accept uncertainty and move forward anyway. The sailor cannot control the ocean, but he can learn to navigate the storm. Likewise, you cannot control the future, but you can prepare your character. Courage is telling the truth when lying would be easier. Courage is standing alone when everyone else follows the crowd. Courage is beginning again after failure. Courage is admitting weakness. Courage is forgiving. And sometimes, courage is simply getting out of bed and facing another day. Do not wait to become fearless. Fearlessness is an illusion. Become stronger than your fears. Chapter 8. The company you keep. Human beings are shaped by those around them. If you spend time among people who complain constantly, negativity becomes normal. If you surround yourself with envy, bitterness begins to grow. But if you walk beside those who value wisdom, discipline, and kindness, you too will rise. Seneca advised choosing companions who inspire improvement, not those who flatter your weaknesses, not those who encourage your worst impulses. True friendship is not built upon convenience. It is built upon virtue. A true friend tells you the truth, even when it is uncomfortable. A true friend celebrates your victories without jealousy. True friend helps you become better. And remember this, you must also become the friend you seek. Be loyal. Be honest. Be dependable. Become the kind of person whose presence brings peace. For character is contagious, and eventually, you become what you repeatedly surround yourself with. Chapter 9. Amor Fati. Perhaps the most powerful Stoic principle of all is Amor Fati. Love your fate. Not tolerate it. Not merely accept it. Love it. Every success, every failure, every joy, every loss, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every challenge. See them not as mistakes in your story, but as necessary chapters. The oak tree does not curse the wind. It grows stronger because of it. Likewise, your struggles have shaped you. Without pain, there is no wisdom. Without failure, there is no growth. Without darkness, there is no appreciation for light. Trust that every experience carries a lesson. Trust that every obstacle carries a gift. Trust that life is happening for you, not against you. Love your fate because it is uniquely yours, and no one else can walk your path. Conclusion. Stoicism is not about becoming emotionless. It is not about suppressing feelings or pretending that pain does not exist. It is about becoming unshakable. It is about finding peace within chaos, strength within adversity, meaning within suffering. The world around you may change, empires rise and fall. Fortunes are won and lost. People come and go. But one thing always remains: your character. Guard it carefully, strengthen it daily, for in the end, your greatest possession is not wealth. It is not fame. It is not power. It is the person you become. And when the final sunset arrives, when your journey reaches its conclusion, may you look back with quiet satisfaction and say, I faced life with courage. I endured hardship with dignity. I loved deeply. I lived wisely. And above all, I remained master of myself. For that is the fortress of the mind, and no force on earth can conquer a soul that has learned how to govern itself.